So I saw this post on the Pokemon TCG subreddit that I wanted to share with you all because this video has been going pretty viral, not just on this subreddit, but all over the place. I actually originally saw this, I think, on Instagram, and then I found it on the Pokemon TCG subreddit, and I wanted to talk about this because, there may be arguments about investing into Pokemon and whether it's a good thing, bad thing. Some people don't like it, some people don't really care. Some people have mixed opinions about investing. But one thing I think pretty much everybody across the board, whether you're an investor, you're just a collector or whatever, I think all people can agree that, people who steal stuff, people who take stuff from people, they're bad people, right? I don't think anybody on either side, collectors or investors, really are for people stealing from others, right? Just as a human, right? And recently, this person got caught stealing cards at a card show in California, and he got arrested. Now, I just have to say this. These people must be brand new, or they just must be dumb, honestly. Because nowadays, there's so many channels of people literally live streaming all of their booth stuff going on, and a lot of people do it also for safety. And in today's world with technology, cameras everywhere, what was this person thinking? Going to one of these card shows, and especially you probably see all these cameras around you. It's like, do you really think you're going to get by and be able to steal something without any of the cameras around you noticing anything? Seriously, there's so many of these types of videos that go viral on YouTube and other social media platforms, of people stealing cards. We've seen previously, some parents helping their kids steal cards and all that craziness. And no one really ever escapes. And when people find out that you steal something, you're done basically. The clip goes viral, everyone sees you, and you look dumb, right? Especially for Pokemon cards, right? I feel like if you're going to steal something, out of all things, it's gotta be Pokemon cards. That just sounds bad. Imagine going to jail, or going to jail because you want to go to prison. Let's say you go to jail, right? And people ask, what'd you go to jail for? Stealing Pokemon cards. You know how that sad that sounds, that you're gonna go to jail for stealing Pokemon cards? It's crazy. So I'm not gonna really play the entire video because I don't know if these sorts of things get flagged or taken down by YouTube, but I will just scroll through it. And honestly, there isn't much to show here. The guy just it just shows the hassle and stuff that happens. But yeah, you can go here for yourself. The thumbnail, and you can just see this whole screen here, this person's profile. If you want to watch it, it'll probably be up on the top post of the subreddit for a while. It already has 5,700 upvotes. But I'll just skip through a couple parts. Like I said, I'm not going to play the video. I don't know if there's any restrictions, or it doesn't really matter. Honestly, the video, it doesn't really provide much. But it basically just shows the struggle of this person. I did watch a tiny bit of it, and he's telling... I forget what he was telling them to... I don't know if he was trying to explain himself or something. I think they're just trying to put him in handcuffs, and I don't know what's going on here. Honestly, I didn't really watch the full thing. But I think it looks like they're just trying to put him in handcuffs. And... how did he even get to this point? Is he fighting them, fighting back, resisting arrest or something? He's getting his nice shirt pulled down, but he's a robber, so who cares? And yeah, they're pulling a move on him here. They get him to the ground. He's kind of holding his shirt or neck a little bit. His glasses fell off. Might need new prescriptions. And at this point, maybe he gives up. How does it even get to this point? Look at all these people in the back. Just looking at this dude. They came here just to shop for some cards, and now they're watching this dude get tackled by police because he's stealing cards. Just look at this frame. It's crazy. And then he gets on the ground, and they put him, the handcuffs behind his back. And there's a screenshot down here where he gets lifted. I saw, this is the video I think I saw on Instagram. It was kind of funny. He's flying because they're holding him by his legs and arms. It's kind of funny. But yeah, just this whole situation is people who steal, right? Let's say you're watching this video, and let's say you are planning to steal, right? I'm going to tell you straight up, you're going to get caught. right? There's so many people nowadays streaming this stuff. There's cameras everywhere. They're gonna catch you. And out of all things to steal, why would you steal cards? These people you're stealing from are probably just normal people, right? Some of these people may do it for a living, but a lot of these people probably just do it for a hobby, right? You're really going to steal from somebody just doing something they maybe enjoy, just like hanging around on the weekend, selling some cards, talking about some cards, and you're going to steal from these people. I was like, come on, right? Pokemon cards, really? I feel like it's not, I feel like out of all things to steal, this is like, stealing from a hobby like this is crazy. But let's just read some of the comments and we'll be done with this video. You guys can let me know if you saw this video because I've been seeing this in a lot of places. And just people like this, man, it's just, it's crazy. Stealing at a card show is just so stupid, especially now like everyone has cameras and is live streaming their time there. So that's exactly what I said. Yeah, everyone just live streams their stuff, so I don't understand why people like think that they're going to get away with it. These are all regular Joes, no less, getting a table. None of the sellers are ultra rich. These nerds are stealing from middle class people. Yeah. Team Rocket's blasting off again. And then there's that picture. Just more memes about Team Rocket. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. Arrested for stealing Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards in a Mickey Mouse shirt. Unforgettable. So I guess it was a Mickey Mouse shirt. Bro turned like a misdemeanor into a felony. The felony is the cringe. So I guess he's talking about maybe resisting arrest. Imagine going to jail and when you're asked why you're here and you lie and tell them it was for grand theft because you know they would laugh at him for stealing Pokemon cards as they beat him. Yeah, like imagine going to jail and you literally say you're stealing Pokemon cards because grand theft, I'm pretty sure it's literally in the word that it means if you steal over $1,000 and I think does it turn into a felony? Not a lawyer here, but if that's the case and assuming this guy probably did steal some probably maybe expensive cards. I'm not exactly sure what he stole. If you know down in the comments below some of the lore, you can let me know. But he just stole stuff. That's all I know. I don't know what exactly it was. I don't know if it was cards, sealed product. Not really sure. I imagine it's cards. I think it's in the title. He sounds about what I'd imagine an adult who'd steal Pokemon cards would sound like. The shamelessness is downright disturbing. For anyone who is unaware, there's dozens of cameras recording at any big card show. If you didn't steal bleep, then it'd be easy to prove by simply asking people to share the recordings. But the cops are most likely detaining him because a vendor saw it happen and shared said evidence. Do people think struggling helps their case? Yeah, I don't really understand. For a petty criminal being caught for the first time, I imagine that the adrenaline kicking in. Yeah, probably. Dude went from a slap on the wrist to resisting real quick. A bad lawyer can knock down a larceny or grand larceny easily. What a fool. Yeah, resisting arrest and the fact that this got down to the floor, which probably means he resisted arrest. Like I don't think that they just slammed him on the ground just based on the first minute here. Yeah, this dude is kind of dumb. And honestly, whatever comes his way, as harsh as it might sound, he probably deserves it. He stole from people. Stealing, obviously, the first thing you even have that thought in your mind you're going to steal from somebody, especially at this card show, is pretty bad. And also, you resisted arrest, it seems, and you ended up on the floor, and then you went flying in the air, and now everybody just looks at you and laughs. You kind of deserve it, man. He's probably going to go to jail. Maybe he gets a good lawyer. I don't know. Maybe he pays a fine instead of going to jail. Whatever happens, right? He deserves it. I think he's going to get a learning lesson, and hopefully he just stops being in the whole Pokemon card space. And honestly, I feel like if you're going to go to jail for stealing Pokemon cards after the fact, you probably don't even want to touch Pokemon cards because, like, I feel like you'd be traumatized. But hopefully this person just never comes back to Pokemon or any trading card game and doesn't get into, honestly, stealing any hobby and goes to any event because just the, thought to steal from these people is pretty terrible. Especially, don't exactly know what he stole, but it could be worth thousands potentially. I don't know what he stole. You got, like I said, if you know what he stole, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, these people have no lives. So that's all I want to show you guys here. Just somebody stealing in any sort of environment is terrible, especially in trading cards where it's supposed to be more of a wholesome sort of hobby thing. Stealing at events like these. What are you doing? So that's all I have to share you guys here. Let me know in your comments down below what you think about this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.